Stuff is really starting to move here at the house. Dad has the sheetrock hung in the master bathroom, and on the outside of the bathroom next to the closet. The first coats of drywall mud on the main bathroom are done. Molly has all the ceilings painted, and you can't even tell where those nail pops were. Dad has the drywall here in the living room just about all hung. The kitchen's 100% ready for the cabinet installation. I picked up the next giant pile of stuff that we need for the house. I've begun installing all of the wires into the new breaker box. The drain that I put in out front is working fantastic. It has been raining like crazy for the last few days, and everything is working exactly like I planned it. So the next step that I'm going to be working on here at the house is getting the electrical 100% inside the house. I need every wire run, every box in place, all the way to the new panel in the garage. I still have to put on the exterior panel, the new service entrance. Not going to do that while it's raining, obviously. That's all getting replaced, brand new, all the way to the masthead, all of it new. As it turns out, I'm going to be here by myself this coming week. Both my parents and Molly are going on a business trip. So I'm going to see how much I can get done all by myself. Well, I can help. What do you want me to do? Stand there just like that for the rest of the video. Okay. Okay, good job. But before I do anything, as usual, I need to get cleaned up again, get the trash out, get the tools organized. That way I feel like I can work. All right, that is much better. So let's cue the montage music and we'll get, no, that's not the, no, the other one. We talked about this. No, it's the one with that, there you go. All right, let's do this. Yesterday, I really didn't get as much done as I was hoping I would. I only got the garage rewired. Now, I know that sounds a little bit ridiculous that was all I did, but it really isn't that big of a deal to just lap some wires around, especially when it's open trusses. Where Molly's out of town, I'm having to do all of her regular stuff too. Kind of makes me understand just how much she actually does every day. I was only here for 7.5 hours. And I had to do all of her stuff also. So anyway, no big deal. Today's a new day. I really need to get the last bits done in the garage so that I can move outside and get the service entrance put in. When I started, this garage had 3 light switches in 3 different places, each of them controlling a different light up top. So you had to walk all the way across the garage in 3 places to turn all the lights on. A little bit silly. So I now have all 6 wired together on 2 switches, one by the back door, one by the door to the house, 3-wayed together so that they both operate the same lights. I have yet to run the wire from the back door to the other back door so that both of the back doors that lead out to the deck both control the outside lights. main garages are now done with the rough in. Of course, I still need to put in all of the individual outlets and switches and light fixtures and stuff. The only other thing I have in the entire house is the workshop. The wiring in here is pretty much typical like the rest of the house. Bit of a hodgepodge. I'm not actually going to put in what I would do for a workshop with all the outlets and everything, just because I have no idea what somebody's going to want to do with this. They may turn it into another garage, I don't know. So I'm just going to make sure it has lights and at least one outlet, and whoever buys the house will be able to do what they want with it. I've had quite a few comments about this house being built incorrectly. It wasn't built incorrectly. It was built exactly according to 1970s code. So what we're finding is that all of the stuff that's wrong was put in by the homeowner years and years later. All of the mismatched wiring, all of the improper, not to code, everything. The original builder did a great job. You know, it's 1970s code, so it's a bit different, but it wasn't the builder. It was the homeowner years later that did some weird stuff. The workshop area is now clear of all superfluous wires. It's all ripped out and lying in a heap on the floor. I have a single switch with a piece of proper conduit to a light, and this is tied into the other lighting in the other side. This whole area in the corner that was just full of all kinds of nonsense is now cleared out. This is still hot because it has a main line going to the meter outside, which is a little bit surprising. I've actually never seen that before. What we found out is that this was actually used as a second service entrance and panel for the old HVAC, because it ran not only the heating and cooling for the house, but a whole bunch of in-wall heaters. So it needed that extra energy. At any rate, all this is going to come out. This is still hot because I still have lights in the rest of the house. When I get this new service entrance put in, all of this will get completely ripped out. The old wires going all the way out to the old service entrance will all get removed. The old meter base is going to go away, and the wire to the pole is going to be replaced. So the new service entrance is going to be on a pole up through the roof on the back of the house. So we're not going to have the meter right there on the side of the house in this driveway around the back, which I like getting it out of the way. Makes it look a little better. I still have one ridiculous wire I have to get pulled out, which actually ran through the wall, and then just the bare Romex cable was going up to that light up there. And you can see what happens when you use the wrong kind of wire out in the weather, in the UV rays. It just falls apart. It is almost 6 o'clock. My kids will be getting back from their band camp anytime now. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. And as a brief codicil, just in case you were curious, I found the building permit from when they were put that last roof on, the shingles. It was March of 1995. So the roof that we covered up was 27 years old, just in case you were wondering.